Alrighty, with the time at 14 on Live FM 97.3 FM. Go Green, the future we want. Today, the 5th of April 2022, we are back with Disability and the Community radio show that is designed for persons with disabilities and the highs and lows of persons with disabilities. Obviously, today we are happy to welcome you wherever you're catching us live, from everywhere to everywhere, from your cars, from your homes, from your hotel rooms. And if you are just tuning in, just know that we have a very emotive topic this afternoon with my two special guests. We have Katniss Mwenge, who is a psychotherapist and a general counselor. Yes, she will be looking at the healthy part of mental health. And also with me is Mr. Ignatius Mulenga, who is a mental health advocate. He's also a musician and a businessman. Yes, and of course, I would like to welcome Madam Katniss Mwenge. How are you, Madam?
I'm all right, thank you. How are you?
Fine, thank you. We are happy to host you this afternoon on Live FM.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful. And how are you, Mr. Ignatius Mwenge?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, good to see you in 2022.
Thank you for having me once again, 2022.
Wonderful. Obviously, Mr. Ignatius Mulenga, you are not a total stranger
Indeed.
to Live FM family.
Indeed.
Yes, obviously, how is your afternoon going?
The afternoon is been okay. Yeah, I'm doing fine. And today is sunny. We have no rains actually. We have moved well.
Okay.
Indeed.
All right, nice. And obviously, we are looking at a very important aspect of human life, which is mental health. We've been reading a lot of trends in our country, Zambia, where issues of mental health have become the talk of the day. Zambia has been in the statistics in terms of suicidals. I mean, we are also getting reports of depression. People are depressed. There is anxiety. There is a lot of chaos as far as mental health issues are concerned. There is also mental health illnesses, or should we put it, mental health disorders. Yes. So let's start our conversation on what is happening vis-a-vis mental disorders in Zambia.
Indeed. Yeah. Mental health has actually a lot of people having a lot of issues concerning mental health, more especially persons with disabilities are not actually even spared. Also, they are also having these problems, and it has come, and we need to sort it out. And if it's a problem, it has come, it has to be sorted out. This is why we have come in and to help people, so that people can know about it and the way they know the way forward, actually, how they can come out. So we are here to save them.
Wonderful.
Indeed, yes.
Wonderful. And Madam Katniss Mwenge, obviously you are a psychotherapist. You are also a counselor, whether all kinds of counseling, that is. What are your thoughts on what is going on in a Christian nation, Zambia? I mean, getting even children committing suicide. Yes, families are in disarray, not knowing what to do.
All right, thank you so much. Yeah, so issues to do with mental health illnesses or mental health disorders they have always been there. It's only that we didn't pay particular attention to them. So this is when, as a nation, we've seen that this is actually a problem. Yeah, and you find that many people, they haven't been coming out because they lack awareness on how to go about it. Then with some people, they don't even know that they're having this disorder because of lack of awareness. So when it comes to mental health disorders, there are quite a number of them. There is depression, there is bipolar disorder, there is anxiety, anger. Then in line with disabilities, there are also some disabilities like dyscalculia, a learning disorder, which can also make someone to have mental health illnesses. And also when it comes to some health impairments, such as those people who have asthma and diabetes. So such kind of people with such kind of conditions, it can also make them to have mental health illnesses, including those who are facing some financial challenges. We've seen like recently there's a challenge of fuel prices. To some people, it has put them, to have these mental health illnesses because of financial challenges. Maybe someone, like when it comes to the bus fare, let's say from maybe Chawama to town it was 5 kwacha, and then maybe right now it's 10 kwacha. For some people, that's really a challenge to them. So it has also contributed to some people to have these mental health illnesses.
Wonderfully put, and obviously going on, going forward, that is, I just want to really understand some aspects of mental health. Obviously, you also are having where people need to find solutions. Heart and Soul Transformational Therapy Center. That is where you are coming from. Obviously, yours is commitment to service delivery in the community at grassroots level. And you are basically giving a general guidance, therapy services. Obviously, like she alluded to in some of the mental health disorders, some of them eating disorders as well, addiction, substance abuse, and also where you also come in on the spiritual aspect, the health and nutritional aspects as well.
Oh, of course, coming as to help in the spiritual way. A lot of people are passing through these problems, more especially when it comes to mental health, which can lead to suicide. There's a spirit of there, which is the evil spirit, sometimes which comes in people and do so that they commit suicide. So I'm coming in to help people so that they understand that there's a God who helps. There's a God, whatever situation you may go through in life, there's a God who is in heaven, who delivers, no matter how the situation you can go through. And more especially when it comes to bereavement, we've got, more especially when it comes to mothers, they think a lot. I said, how can I lose my loved one? He used to take care of me and, looking after me. Okay. Who's going to take care of me and the like. So they think a lot. At the end of the day, they commit suicide. Yeah, I've got, problems like people, you are looking for an employment, you find that you're not having it. Even marriages these days, you find that people are actually involving themselves. They want to get married, but things are not happening. There are so many causes which people are actually having, and we are here to encourage them in a spiritual way. Yeah, that is a God who delivers. In the book of Matthew chapter verse 7, verse 7 says, knock and the door will be open unto you. Ask, it shall be given.
Yes.
So when you come to God, who does not fail, he really actually comes down for them, and will come down for you, child of God who is listening right now. We've got a situation, we're thinking that it's the end of the world. There is a God who is in heaven, answered by fire, who shall deliver you. You just have to be closer to him.
Wonderful. Wonderful. And obviously to you, Covenants Mwenge, as a psychosocial, or let me put it properly, psychotherapist. just break it down, psychotherapists, exactly how are you helping people with mental health disorders?
All right, so when it comes to psychology, there are three aspects that make up psychology. So there is the mind, the behavior, and the feelings. So anything that affects someone's behavior, it comes from the mind. So this is how it works. First, it starts with the feelings of someone, or the thoughts, so to say. Yeah. So if my thoughts are not okay, or if maybe there's something which is happening around me, then I show like my feelings. Let's say maybe there is a sad emotion. I've received a bad message. And then depending on the message that I've received, the way I take it, let's say it makes me sad. So I'll start acting upon those, upon that emotion or that feeling which is happening to me. And then once I tell my mind to act upon that feeling, my mind will be affected. As a result, it will show up into the behavior of someone. No wonder we see people now crying. Some people, they get so violent.
Okay.
Yeah, and the like. So this is what really happens to many people. Yeah. So being depressed, it just doesn't start just there and then. No.
Okay.
No, it's a process. For some people, it takes from 2 or 3 weeks going up. So someone can be sad over something, but if they allow those thoughts to start ruling them, to start controlling them for a long period of time, then it will develop into an illness.
Okay.
Yes. So those thoughts will go to the mind, and then the mind, anything that puts pressure to the mind, it also affects the body. As a result, it will show into someone's behavior. Like depression, someone will have low moods, someone will start losing concentration. Even when it comes to doing daily activities, it will be a challenge, meaning that this thing has been going on for quite some time.
Okay, wonderful. Now, obviously, still staying on you as a obviously staying on with you on psychotherapy. I mean, we are seeing children committing suicide. And now sometimes it is shocking why a child must have a mental disorder in their adolescence, in their teenage years. What has gone amiss?
Alright, so many people, they don't know that actually even little ones, they can have these mental health illnesses. And so what really happens is that environmental factors, they also contribute to children or adolescents to having mental health illnesses. For example, if a child is coming from the environment where maybe parents are not always there, maybe there is violence from parents, gender-based violence from parents, even post-traumatic stress disorder experiences. Yeah. So those things, they can make a child to think of harming themselves or to think of dying. Sometimes children, they also learn these things. It could be on TV, even from the people around, or if maybe in a family someone did something like of the same kind. We find that maybe a child learns something from there, then they're able to doing it. Yeah, so this is what people need to know, that even little ones, they have these mental health illnesses. And depending with the years of someone, even a child who is somewhere 2 years, they can be depressed, they can have these mental health illnesses.
Wonderful. And obviously for you, our dear listener, you'll be coming through on the number 0977624270, and the alternative number is 0950947997. And let's chit chat on mental health affecting children, the youth, and the elderly. Of course, Zambia recently was in the statistics in terms of one of the countries hit with mental health illness, and that's quite shocking because I mean, I take it that in a Christian nation, the mind or the spiritual and psychological aspect of human beings must be sober and not having such disorders. But obviously, we have the experts, Madam Katniss Mwenge, coming from Heart and Soul Transformational Therapy Center, together with Mr. Ignatius Mulenga, who is a musician. He's also a spiritual therapist, for lack of a better term. Yes, he's giving spiritual counseling, if you like. And yes, you'll be coming through on those numbers. You can text. You can also do live calls. We'll be back after a short break. Alrighty, with time at 14:32 in the second part of disability and the community. Today's edition, the 5th of April 2022, you can come through with your contributions, your questions on 0977624270, and the alternative number is 0950947997. Yes, today we are looking at mental health with my two guests, two specialists in mental health. I have Madam Katniss Mwenge. She's a psychotherapist and counselor, and we also have Mr. Ignatius Mulenga, and they are all coming from a very interesting center where they are providing guidance and effective solutions on mental health. They are coming from Heart and Soul Transformational Therapy Center. Now, talk about Heart and Soul Transformational Therapy Center. What kind of, or let me start from where are you found? Where is your center?
Well, we are in Kamala South. That's where we are. in Kamala South, and I think my colleague will say more about it.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right, Madam Cabias, Maria.
Right. So we're in Kamala South. So this is when we're trying to set up the center. So the place was found.
Okay.
Then we're just trying to set it up because we are starting with Kawata constituency.
Mm.
Then we'll be extending to some other constituencies.
Mm.
Yeah. So when it comes to this center, currently we don't have sponsors, so to
Okay.
say.
All right.
Yeah. So what we are looking for partners.
Mm.
People who can partner with us because with our center we are like the people who are supposed to be part of us.
Yes.
Yes, it's youth inclusive, but we also need partners like from Ministry of Health, from different sectors, so to say, Ministry of Education, including some NGOs. They can also join us.
Wonderful. And so, when did you actually commence this program where you are actually supporting good mental health, which is also a public health issue?
So we started in 2019. That's when I actually started. I started myself.
Okay.
Yes. So I started advocating on Facebook.
Okay.
Then from there, 2020, then I said no. There is an NGO actually in Chawama. Yes, Health Trust Network. So I went to consult from there how to go about it. So they've been the ones mentoring me.
Okay.
Then from there, that's how I even named it Heart and Soul Transformational Therapy Center.
Okay.
Yes. And then this year, that's when I decided to start partnering up with different people so that at least I can push my vision, to a high level if different sectors come in. Because looking at my vision, we are targeting everyone.
Okay.
It's not just therapists who are affected by mental health, no. Every person from different sectors, including those people who are in high institutions, they face issues to do with mental health illnesses. So if everyone can come on board, we team up, and then we are going to break these mental health stigmas, and at least we are going to reduce the number of deaths which are resulting from mental health illnesses. Because some of these deaths which usually happens, they are premature death. How can someone die due to depression? So this is what our center is advocating for, breaking these stigmas and at least reducing the number of people dying by these mental health illnesses.
Okay. Now, globally speaking, there is around 1 in 7 people who have one or more mental or substance use disorders. So this means that 1 billion people experienced at least one from 2017, 2018, 2019. Obviously, the numbers could have, gone a little higher. Now, the largest number of people had an anxiety disorder, which is estimated at around 4% of the population. So, as a psychotherapist, what are your, what have you known is causing all these statistics to soar?
One of the factors which is causing these statistics to be going high is because of lack of awareness. Like I said, many people are not aware that there are some disorders. The communities, they don't know. Maybe only us who are in health are the ones who know to say, no, there is this bipolar, there is this depression. So if the general public can come to know about these illnesses and where they can find help, if they start opening up, even at least the numbers, they can start reducing. Because just here in Zambia, we've seen the numbers increasing, meaning that people, they are not aware about these health illnesses and they don't know where to find the right help. And when it comes to stigma, there is also social media bullying, memes, yeah. So if we can, if the government can see to it that they can ban people who bully each other on Facebook, like memes, yes, that can definitely help. Because what it is that as we can be advocating about these mental health illnesses, to say people need to break the stigma. But if we still have these people around, you know, it's not like you are building a house,
Yes.
then there's something which is wrong there, meaning that the house that you are building, it won't be nice. Yeah. So as we are trying to advocate for these illnesses, even those people who bully each other, the government is supposed to see what kind of punishments they can be able to give them.
Okay.
Because once we talk to people, then if these people can still be around, I think that's going to be a barrier. It's actually a barrier somehow.
Alrighty, wonderful. And obviously, for you, our dearest listener out there, the number still remains 0977624270, and the alternative number is 0950947997. And looking at mental health issues today on disability and the community, obviously, let's also look at especially the children. Okay, just yesterday I was getting a report from Ukraine, and obviously children, including women, have been affected because of the invasion by Russia, and children are having mental disorders. Yes, so that is my concern for disability and the community. Today's edition. Okay, let's take this call. Good afternoon. Hello? Alrighty, I surely hope the lines are crystal clear. You can call 0977624270 and 0950947997. Okay. Hello? Good afternoon to you. You are tuned to Live FM. Tell us your name, where you are calling us from.
This is, I'm calling you from within Saka.
Health counselor. We also have Kavnes Mwenge. She's a psychotherapist and counselor. Would you love to say hello to them and make